Hey, what is going on guys? Jolts here, and today I'm releasing my Ultimate Mordecai game save. I will link it in the description. It will be in PC format. And yeah, so with this save, you're gonna get everything perfect. Your pistols, your snipers, all that stuff. They will be perfect parts and stuff like that. And yeah, so let's go over the builds. Alright, so let's go over the items first. So first off, the Ares, you have this for healing. So if you shoot like an enemy, barrel, or whatever, you can actually heal. Now this is the Nemesis Invader Hybrid, and this is probably one of the rarest items in all of the Borderlands series. Because one, it's a pearl, and also it's a hybrid, which is the Nemesis scope on top of the gun there. And it's fun to mess with for your pistol build. The Jackal, now this is just for hitting Crawl's back. If you shoot it up and over him using the ledge glitch, you can hit his back easy. Now the Stalker, it's not the best weapon, but it is a pistol, and Mordecai has a pistol build, so I figured why not include it. The Bessie, now this is one of my favorite weapons ever because you can see there the critical hit damage is 500%. So with this sniper, you can actually one-shot Crawl's limbs. You can do a lot of damage, pretty much one-shot any trash mob. Now we have the Anacondas of all the elements except for Corrosive because we have the Defiler. Now we have the Redemption. Now this is just for the Armory refresh glitch. If you don't know how to do that, I will link it in the description, the tutorial. And this is just for downing yourself to respawn out of the Armory. Masher Equalizer, just for regenning ammo if you need it. Overall, the Unforgiven Masher is going to be quite a bit better, but we'll get to that in a second. The Chimera, now this is a fun weapon because it does all the elements, and it's good for the pistol build. Unforgiven, now this one is a melee version because this is one of the best melee weapons in the game. You can see they're 200% melee and also 200% critical hit. So when you're aiming for those critical hits with this weapon, you can do some massive damage. The Crux, now this is an optional weapon in case enemies are really close to you. You can use this to take them out. Also good for Devastators and Armored Worms. The Volcano, this is for your sniper build. It's a really good fire gun. It always applies fire dodge to your enemies, and it does some pretty good damage. Also, I do want to mention that these items are at their legit levels. So you can see here 69. You can get those from the Item of the Day vendor or like a world drop or something. From the Armory, the items are actually going to be 68 at the max. And also for pearls, they don't drop at 69, they're going to be 68 at the max too. And class mods will always be 55. And also when you equip weapons, they show a lower level as you can see there, 56, 57, but that is not true. You can see here if we take this off and go to it, it's max level. But when you put it on, 57. Then we have the Orion. This is one of the best shock snipers. When you shoot the floor, it splits into more pellets, kind of like the Fibber in Borderlands 2. And this is going to be good for killing like craw maggots or breaking shields. Then we have the Thanatos for all the elements. This is going to be for your pistol build. And this is actually the Amigo Protector, which is going to be the hybrid version. If you put this on, including your Gunslinger comm, you can see that 29 ammo regen plus 25 ammo regen. So it's basically really fast ammo regen. The Hellfire, now I don't use it very often. It's just a really good gun to have on your characters. It's just kind of like a go-to, so this is going to be good for like green worms during the craw fight or flesh targets. The Skull Masher, now this is a really fun weapon because it has XX on it, as you can see there, which is knockback. So when you kill a target and shoot their corpse, they're going to go flying. It's actually fun to use. But overall, the Bessie is going to be a little bit better for damage. The Cobra, now this is a really good explosive sniper. It works on any target. The Reaper, now this weapon is actually bugged. Gearbox never fixed it. You can see there it says 300% melee damage, but that is a lie, and you only get 100%, your base 100% melee damage. And so that makes the Unforgiven still the best melee weapon in the game. But the cool thing about this is it does heal when you melee a target, so this is going to be good for your melee build. The Cyclops, now this is the Xyperus power version, so it's going to be the hybrid, and this weapon heals you when you shoot targets, and also the Cyclops has a really far zoom, so this is going to be good for really long range. The Hornet, now this is the hybrid version, so it's going to be the Dove Hornet, which is going to have infinite ammo, so it's just kind of fun to spam. And also you can see here the hybrids are level 68 because they cannot drop at 69. Then we have the Golden Stinger and Double Anarchies. Now these are only obtainable on Lilith from the Circle of Duty, but I just kind of transfer them over because they do a little bit more damage compared to their regular counterparts. Now these are just really high DPS weapons, so I included this in the build even though Mordecai doesn't specialize in SMGs. The Kairos power, like I said earlier, this is a healing weapon, so when you shoot a target you will get healed. And you can see there on the card it shows ×3 explosive. Now that is a lie for this weapon because there's a glitch that makes it show one level lower than it really is. So even though it says ×3, it's really ×4. Then we have the Wrath. Now this is the Gearbox version, so it has a golden skin and a little more base damage. As far as I know, there's no legendary snipers that are corrosive besides the Surkov, and the Surkov has lower base damage. I mean, it has good reload, but low base damage, so I didn't include it for this build. Now we have the Penetrators of all the elements, and these are the hybrids, so it's going to be the Reaver's Edge Penetrator, and it has insane rate of fire, so this weapon is actually really fun to use. pretty good for sniping in case someone gets close range. You can't really aim down sight and, you know, kill them. You can just kind of hip fire this weapon to kill them. Then we have the Leviathan. This is going to be good for shooting over Carl's back if you're doing a ledge glitch. And it says 69. I'll fix that. It should be 68 because it cannot drop at 69. The Elephant Gun. Now, this weapon is a really fun sniper. It doesn't have a scope. Pretty high base damage too, so it's kind of fun to use if you're doing the sniper build. Then we have the Wrestler comms. Now, it depends on the situation, but you can see that one has max health and the other has bullet damage resistance. If you're like in an area where there's a bunch of bullets going around, put this one on. If not, if you're fighting like skags or spider ants or whatever, put this one on. And this is for your melee build. Also, I will fix those levels too. It should be 55 because that is the max level that class mods can spawn at. Then we have the Ranger comm. This is going to be for your Bloodwing build. Now, it's kind of a meme build. It's not really all that great. You can see there it has +4 on Predator. So Predator is a skill in which you have cooldown. And if you have +9 on there with this class mod, you will actually decrease your cooldown down to 1 second, which is pretty insane, so you can spam Bloodwing quite a bit. Then we have a Scavenger comm. Now this is going to be for like farming for world drops or whatever from enemies, and I think it does boost the drop rates of chests too, but I'm not sure. A lot of people say it's glitched or it doesn't work, but you can see there it boosts ransack by 4, and that's why I put 1 point into it so we can have 100% chance for additional loot. And if you go past 100, it really doesn't make a difference, so I just put 1 point there. Now it's hard to say if it really does work or not, but I think it does, because on my stream we actually got a Hornet to drop from an enemy, and the next guy we killed, he dropped a volcano. Then we have a Survivor comm. Now this is going to boost your health regen, so if you put this on and use a health kit and put on the super booster, which does give you regen too, you can heal pretty easily. Mordecai does lack a bit of healing in the skill tree. Righteous Remedy is bugged, so it doesn't always give you the full healing, and this only works if you throw a Bloodwing and hit an enemy, so it's kind of hard to heal in between, so using this combo here works really well for healing. Then we have the Sniper comm. This is for your sniper build, and there's so much text on the card you can't actually see it, but at the bottom it actually has 29 ammo regen for sniper bullets. The Gunfighter comm. Now this is just for bossing like Cromarax or Nox or, you know, people like that. So if you put this on, it's going to boost your damage for Jacob's weapons, and so if you use something like the Unforgiven Masher or the Bessie, which are Jacob's, you can do some massive damage and like one-shot Kral's limbs or quickly kill Nox. Then we have a Rain Grenade that's corrosive. Now in this game, corrosive's kind of like slag in Borderlands 2, so enemies will take a 15% damage bonus from any attack. Longbow is good for stunning your enemies or doing a little bit of damage. A Betty, this is good for just applying the damage over time on like Devastators or Lancers or stuff like that, kind of like the Corrosive Rain. Then we have a Longbow. It's level 7 because it's only used for grenade jumping, so if you throw this at the floor and jump off of it, you can get extra jump. And then we have all the Pearl Shields. The Ironclad's good for like survival, the Omega's good for like shock damage, and the Rose is good for health regen. It depends on what you want to use. They're all really good. The Super Booster, now this gives you health regen and also boosts your health a little bit. Then we have the Unforgiven Masher. I believe this is the highest damage per shot weapon in the game. You can see there it's 565 times 7 and 200% critical hit. Defiler, this is a go-to weapon for any build. It does a ton of damage and it pretty much always applies a corrosive dot when you shoot a enemy. Then we have the Thanatos again. This is a fire version. Now the Mad Jack, this weapon is kinda not that great, but it's fun to use. So you can see there the bullets kind of zigzag, but look at that rate of fire, and when this weapon hits, it does some pretty decent damage. Ironclad, we already saw that. Transfusion, that's for healing. And the Gunslinger, this is for your pistol build, and it has ammo regen. Alright, on to the spec. So first off, Bloodwing, when you throw this, it will attack a target, and you can apply it with any element you want. You can do explosive, fire, shock, corrosive, whatever you want. And these are all maxed out. Then we have Focus. This will increase your accuracy with any weapon, and also Sniper Rifle sway will be reduced. Caliber, that's going to increase your Sniper Rifle damage. Killer, now this is a kill skill, so when you get a kill, you will get bonus damage and reload speed for a little bit. Now this is boosted with the Sniper comm, so you can see that we have 1 point there, but with the Sniper comm, we can boost it up to, I believe, +4? Yeah, boost it by 3, so you can boost it up to 4. So when you shoot an enemy with the Sniper, you're going to get cooldown on Bloodwing, which is nice. Loaded, now it's going to double your mag size for any Sniper. Trespass, now this will allow you to shoot through enemy shields and hit their health automatically, and this goes for any weapon, not only snipers. Swift Strike, now this is going to be for your Bloodwing, so it's going to increase your Bloodwing's damage and also speed, and applying this with Out for Blood, it's going to allow you to heal easier. Swipe, now when Bloodwing hits an enemy, they're going to drop like money and health piles, and you really only need 1 point here for that. Fast Hands, now this skill is going to dramatically increase your reload speed. Ransack, so when you kill an enemy, you have a bonus chance to get additional loot, and with the Scavenger comm, you can boost it up to 100%. So if you're trying to farm for world drops, you can put on the Scavenger comm, Deadly will increase your critical hit damage. Kinda crazy now, it doesn't apply to revolvers even though it shows a revolver in the picture. It only applies to machine pistols and repeaters, but this is gonna dramatically increase your rate of fire. Righteous Remedy, now this is a kill skill, so when you get a kill, you get health regen, but it is bugged and you don't always get the full health regen, which is kind of annoying, but it's better than nothing. Hair Trigger, this is gonna increase your rate of fire and also mag size, and this is not for revolvers, only for machine pistols and repeaters. And finally, Relentless, this is a kill skill and is one of Mordecai's really good skills, so this does apply for any weapon, and you get a huge boost in rate of fire, and also a killer shot damage, which does bonus damage. Alright, so I do want to cover the other skills even though they're not part of this build, but they will be included in other builds. So this skill here, that's only for getting bonus XP, but we're max level, so we don't need that. Aerial Impact, this is for the Bloodwing build, so when you hit a target, they can be dazed by Bloodwing. Bird of Prey, now Bloodwing can attack multiple targets. Lethal Strike, now this skill is bugged, and the Lethal Strike damage can multiply to even more than what it says. So sometimes you can get like 4,000% or 5,000, it's pretty insane. And you can tell if you get it because the Lethal Strike damage sound, when you hit like a target, will be really loud. And you can boost this to +9 with the Wrestler comm. And finally, Predator, this is for your Bloodwing build. So if you put 5 points in here and put on the Ranger comm, it will give you 1 second cooldown for Bloodwing. And you can see here the proficiencies are maxed out, so you get your max bonus damage, reload speed, accuracy, rate of fire, stuff like that. And yeah, that's everything for the build, so let's go ahead and show it off. so I hope you guys enjoyed the showcase of the builds, and before I sign off here, I will do a montage of showing some boss kills with the different builds. And yeah, so if you guys did enjoy the video, please be sure to leave a like, because that'd be epic, and I will see you guys later. Yeah, peace out.